shark fishing. Okay, when the limit come out, when the books come out, they tell you, okay, in the books, they tell you size limit, right? Okay, but when the book come out, by the time they change the rules, in other words, they change the rules after the book come out.
Oh, right.
So we get the book in April. They changed the rules in May. So anyway, I had 18 sharks in the book. Partner had 18 sharks. So they told us we was over the limit. Then they told us we had different species. So in the book, we got 5 species: visual, picture, and name. Okay? So they sell you a shark license. The shark license is $35. You can catch 4,500 pound shark a day. Okay? So you go and you catch all these sharks. Now you catch all these sharks. 9 times out of 10, you got a shark in the boat. The name is in the book, but the picture is so you trap again. Anyway, to say that, I had spinner shark, spine shark, fine tooth shark in the boat. I had no idea what they were. And they said I was over the limit. I had 18 sharks. They didn't change the limit. I could only catch 1 shark. That's not the point. I didn't care about it. I didn't care about the fine or anything else. The thing is, the thing that got me on that is that after they fined me, I paid $600 fine. They take the catch. Oh no! If I paid $600 fine, I should be able to keep my fish.
Yeah.
So that's some of the things that we're fighting for right now in the Gullah Geechee Fishing Association, which I'm a part of.
I just got to come stand next to my partner here. Says I'm the secretary of the Gullah Geechee Fishing Association. And we're very happy that it is a new organization within the Gullah Geechee Nation. And we are going to be having our first Gullah Geechee Seafood Festival on Saturday, October 30th on historic St. Helena Island in South Kakalaki. So y'all are all welcome to come. It will be noon until. Kwame Shah will go from engineering to DJ Kwame Shah. He was there. He told me, Queen, I don't know if I'm going to take this gig. I want a band to be there. You got me mixing records. I said, look, your boy, how long you been since you mix these are CDs now? You know, it's been a while since he was DJing. He said records. These ain't the LP, these are CD. Nonetheless, it's going to be 12 until the food is gone. All right? And so we're going to be there. It is going to be a down-home party. So definitely come up. If you live down here, come off the plantation. Come on up. And we are on St. Helena Island. It'll be at our South Carolina Coastal Community Development Corporation. Oh yeah, hoot nanny. He said, yeah, down in the hoot nanny. I'm trying to know about the hoot nanny. And you'll see on that door the flyer for it, but if you also have a journal, you'll see the flyers inside the journal also. And you can go to www.GullahGeecheeFishingAssociation.com. Long to type in, but it's what it is. So GullahGeecheeFishingAssociation.com, and you can get more information not only about that event, but on how to be members. Because we are looking for every single Gullah Geechee person who, even if you don't fish now, you were part of a traditional Gullah Geechee fishing family. So we want woman and man. Okay? A fishing association and a fisherman association. Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask him a question.
Ricky, got another question? Did he step out? There you go. Another question.
What do you use the shark that you were taking? What do you use that for?
sell them. If you go in the market, they tend, no, I'm saying, I said, if you go to the market, they $10, $12 a pound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
But they should
If I had the fish, I would really want to buy it.
Right.
I had over 600 pounds.
Right.
They do the same thing. They take, sometimes they both.
Yeah,
Herman. Vegas.
yeah, like Herman was telling me that they used to have shark tournaments down there, down Gasville, and they used to take the sharks and throw them all in a dump truck. They used to dump truck it. So when the Haitians and the Jamaicans and the blacks, Geechees found out about it, and they came, no, we can't throw it. And they started getting it. They was $6, $7 a pound. They weren't throwing on the radio more, but they was keeping it themselves. I really found out that it could be of use to someone. That's right. Dirty food right there.
But yeah, we make shark steaks and shark strips.
Yeah.
So they can be grilled or they can be fried. No, you ain't got none of that today because you see y'all don't know nothing about that down here. What y'all got to cook here today? And we gonna cook for you. Y'all would have slapped your grandma. So you gonna have to come up so that you can get something there for the way we do them back home. Do me a favor, slide forward some more because we can't get them on the back. Slide forward some more. We got more coming. This is fabulous. Thank God for it. Now, what I thought was great about Ricky's last answer is that he ended up mentioning Haitian people. Now, part of our living marketplace, you walk by to come in the building, which are various things that were handmade in Haiti that are here for sale. The funds from it have already benefited people in Haiti that made the items, but more goes back to the earth of Haiti through the work of Operation Greenleaf, which is one of our charities that we are raising money for. Please don't feel like if an item is $3 and you have a $5, that you need to do the American thing and get the $2 back. Because if you just go and let them keep that $5, all of that is going into Operation Greenleaf, which is a nonprofit organization. What they do is they have been replanting the trees in Haiti. I know we all remember the mudslides that happened in Haiti. But you may have just thought, well, wow, rain just rained and the mud just fell. What holds us here from having such happen is because you have flat land in a lot of places, and you have trees and grass. That is what holds sand and the earth from sliding and moving. If you go in the creek like a weed, then you know how to look and you see sand rolling. It rolls like a this, and it rolls, and it rolls like a this with the water. Does the same thing with wind, does the same thing with the water's coming out the sky. Rain, all right? So when it rains, now all of that runoff happens, and that's what caused the mudslides, because Haiti is mountainous, all right? So when you talk about, well, why is it important to plant trees? I'm not a tree hugger type of person. You know, I don't really get into that kind of stuff. You better get into it, because there ain't no more trees left. You ain't gonna be here neither.